Smoke a purse so sweet with HighThoughtsTV.
Y'all know what the fuck we doing, man. It's HighThougtsTV. Niggas hot in the bitch, man.
I'm smoking a purse so sweet with HighThoughtsTV.
What's up? Back again.
Man, we back at it, man.
Alright, so yeah, it's only right that we link up, especially now that, you know, something changed that since the last time you dropped. So now that you got something out, how you feeling as an artist?
Man, I'm not gonna lie, I feel great. You know, it's all a process. You know, this whole thing is a journey. So like I say, my whole thing is Prezo. You know what I mean? I gotta run a campaign, just like, you know what I mean? So I'm running my campaign. You know, when you start out on the campaign trail, first you gotta start handing out little flyers, you know what I'm saying? Get the buzz out, you know, and then you start doing your speech, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just working the way up, you know, so I feel like the first one was a good one. You know, it's a learning process. I was just looking at it like a basketball player or a football player. Like, you got to get some tape. So I was like, man, I look at it like, boom, we got something out. We got some tape. Now we can look at that, see what we need to improve, see what, you know, what's good, and just move on from there. So
For sure.
that's pretty much the mindset.
I feel like, yeah, you close the year off strong, you know, you drop. Now going into this new year, you plan to follow something up with that, follow up behind that pretty soon, or what's next?
Yeah, we got something coming for sure soon. I don't want to put no dates on it. Like, you know, because the first one I actually was supposed to drop it like New Year's Eve, but I ended up just dropping it earlier because I was like, man, let's put it out. So, you know, it's coming soon. Just be on the lookout. It's gonna come. So for sure.
What's your thoughts on New Year's Eve? Like, you still like to be in the mix, or you feel like, oh, that's when all the niggas act crazy, I need to goddamn stay out the way?
I do a little bit of both. So like this past New Year's Eve, like I was, you know, I got kids, so I was kicking with the fam, with the kids, and shit. Then I went out a little bit later, so I feel like you can do a little bit of both. You know, you gotta balance everything out. So, you know, I'm not finna be, you know, getting too crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna get out, get in the mix a little bit.
Alright, so one thing we talked about last time, and it came back like we was wrong. Tory Lanez. Last time we said that didn't think he did it. Now seeing that we were wrong, what's your thoughts now?
Man, that's well, first off, I knew this question was coming, so I knew this one was coming. So I'm gonna just start off by saying, like, you know, if, like, yo, we gotta go by what the court system says, and like, yo, I want to send an apology out to, you know, Meg and all her fans, cause like, you know, that after seeing some of the stuff, cause I did see some of the like videos and all that stuff that wasn't privy to before that, so it's like, man, like, you know, something happened to her, and yeah, like, you know, at the end of the day, it's messed up. But I feel bad. I feel like there's really no winner in the whole situation, like, regardless, because, like, you know, she went through a traumatizing event. A man's life is in a balance right now, you know what I'm saying? And, like, you can tell just by his family's reaction and stuff like that, he got a big support system, so I know that's really probably affecting them a lot too. So it's just unfortunate. I just think the biggest lesson is, like, man, like, you can't play with guns, period. Like, you don't mix guns, drama, alcohol, that shit don't mix, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you get emotions involved and all that, it don't mix. So, like, yeah, I think it's
so, especially when it's a mix of people and a couple of them been hit. And
exactly, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you gotta have better, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have better management of your situations.
Yeah,
for real.
So, another thing, recently came out that Zro put that paperwork into Trader Truth's life and had him arrested. But on the flip side, he said that his lawyer said that he didn't go to them, the cops came to him, and that he pressed the charges because Trae declined the charity boxing match between them.
Man, that's crazy. So, you know, like, I'm not from Houston, but since I've been out here, like, one of the first artists besides, like, you know, UGK and all that, that I got put on to was like Zro, and it was like, man, listening to his whole like catalog and everything, like it's crazy because it seems like a lot of his music stems from their situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, with all of that being said and put out there, it is kind of like, damn, you know, but I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it because on one hand, it's like, yeah, you're supposed to, you know, he's supposed to be, I guess, upholding his image, you know what I'm saying, as a street figure. But also, on the other hand, like, we talking about, like, these OGs in the game. Like, these is like, you know what I'm saying, these is like, to Houston, this is like the Jay-Z. This is, you know what I'm saying, like, these are the people that's, you know what I'm saying, supposed to be pillars in the community and in the game. So it's like, to see them even beefing and going through this whole situation is crazy. But it's like, for it to even come to all this, I just feel like it says more just about, like, you know, like, man, like, what, like, we can't get past this conflict that comes to the bigger picture, because at the end of the day, like, I feel like if they were to come together, then the shit would be boom, you know what I'm saying, like, on one front. And I think that's what the city really wants, because I was seeing, and I don't know if you was going to say something about this, but I was seeing how, I guess, like, NBA Youngboy and, like, Fredo Bang and them, they was doing, like, a whole event. And it's like, yo, like, come on now, these younger cats, and this bloodshed on, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So it's like, I feel like it got to be a better example set as far as unity. Because at the end of the day, like, you got 50 Cent that came up in here and he done damn near took over the city. And it's like, what's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Who's saying, like, I don't know. I'm not saying it shouldn't be this versus this, these figures versus this figures, but it's like, you know what I mean? These the OGs in the game. These should be setting an example. We shouldn't even be talking about this shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if you Zro though, you know what I'm saying? How you react? You feel like, you know?
I feel that though. Like, see, like, so that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's sticky because, you know, on one hand, like, yeah, because I know he got other situations too going on. So it's like, he can't just flash out. He flashed out. He done crashed out. You know what I'm saying? You gonna crash out behind some, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it is fucked up. Like, it's public humiliation on the end of the line. So it's like, that's tough. I don't know if I would have did the same thing in that situation. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. I don't know if I answered the question, but
yeah.